Bogota, Colombia. A city on the brink of crisis, gripped by a severe drought that strains not only its people, but its burgeoning cannabis industry. The streets are parched, the rivers run low, and the once vibrant landscapes now wear a grim facade.
People across the country face water rationing as reservoirs dry up.
Colombia starts the year with scorching temperatures and hundreds of forest fires.
Colombia's government has announced new measures to cut consumption as dry weather persists.
The reservoir is down to less than 18% of its total capacity.
Water, the lifeblood of this metropolis, is in short supply, casting a long shadow over daily life. The Grow World community is home to over 23 countries of the biggest commercial cannabis growers in the game. Growers join our community to trial new solutions in their facilities, such as lighting, nutrients, media, and more. So if you own, operate, or work at a commercial cultivation facility anywhere in the world, join the movement for free at growworld.com. We have hundreds of products and services you can trial today. Take your grow to new heights and try before you buy. Here's a quick list of some of our most popular trial campaigns that made this tour possible. I want to give a special shout out to the title sponsor of the Grow World Colombia tour, Valoya. And if you're unfamiliar with Valoya, this is one of the world's oldest LED horticultural manufacturers. They are a true OG in the lighting space, made in Finland with a team that is strategically built to help advise you per the spectrum you are looking to hit for your facility. Their specific spectrum, the Solray 385, actually helps boost secondary metabolites, which increases THC percentages. Plants are more compact under this spectrum, so take a look at Valoya, and a huge shout out to them for making this tour possible. Andin redesigned dehumidification from the cultivator's perspective. Your rooms are on 24 hours a day. These plants are hungry. Temperature swings can get high, get low at night. You really need a tool that helps you control your environment. So look no further. Check out Andin dehumidifiers. They are made by cultivators for cultivators. When it comes to IPM, you need partners you can rely on. Get peace of mind by working with Procure. They have American-made products that meet the EPA's rigorous standards and help to ensure the health and safety of your facility. You can sign up to trial all of these solutions right now at growworld.com. What are you waiting for? Check the description below with direct links to each campaign. And if you're qualified, you might even be able to sample the menu from this member's farm as well. In the midst of this scarcity, we visit Tarkus, a GMP-certified operation striving to become the pharmaceutical cannabis hub for Latin America. Here, resilience is more than a necessity. It's a way of life. The drought has tested their resolve, pushing them to innovate and adapt, ensuring the highest quality standards, even in the toughest conditions. Andrea and Sergio are joining me to share more about Tarkus' story at a local restaurant called La Paprika Cocina. And a quick tip, if you're ever here, I recommend ordering their limonada de lychee. It's delicious.
So this is empanadas with cheese. This is empanadas criolla, which has like meat and other things. And this is yuca sticks.
This looks like a French fry.
Exactly.
This is honestly the best limonada I have ever had in my life. Lychee limonada. My gosh. Andrea has a wealth of knowledge in global sales and helps Tarkus stay one step ahead in the growth of their business. We also get to meet with Sergio Picón, the COO at Tarkus. Sergio is the captain of the pit crew, making sure their business is in order and moving in the right direction. Did you ever think that you'd be in the cannabis industry?
I was before this on the botanical industry, so it was not like a completely separate kind of business. Cannabis was a smooth transition in a sense.
For my family, at the beginning, it was a big step to bring it into a conversation. Once they knew that we were building a pharmaceutical lab, they saw how serious the business was, and they visited the lab, then everything became normalized.
That makes sense. I mean, for my family in particular, in the beginning, my dad was a hippie, but my mom, a little bit more conservative, right? So through college and beyond, I had to kind of tell her, like, this is a professional career path. You can actually, be in cannabis and also be an upstanding part of society, right? Like, it's not mutually exclusive. Tarkus is the doorway of Colombian cannabis to the rest of the world. They add value by curating local supply to export high-quality products, ensuring the best quality standards at the right price. We went to an extremely high-quality cultivation on our trip, Plena.
Plena, yes.
And I believe they're working with you in some fashion?
Yes.
So Plena is our main partner in terms of flower. They are sophisticated, they have all the documentation, and the flower is of high quality. We use their flower in order to generate pharmaceutical products that then we register right now in Brazil.
Is Brazil your largest market share?
Yeah, right now we're focused almost all our efforts and our sales into the Brazilian market. So now we have a certification that allows us to sell pharmaceutical products and to sell them in pharmacies.
Their robust product offering includes THC and CBD oil droppers, topicals, and flowers for white label customers. They actually have 2 brands as well, Phexia and Nervidol, which brings science and nature together, delivering quality cannabis-based products to market.
The US is also maybe 10, 20 years ahead in terms of cannabis culture. We don't really have a city in Latam that is as open as, for example, Los Angeles in terms of cannabis, but I think it will evolve. We'll get there in a couple of years.
Welcome to the Usaken flea market. Bogotá's living, breathing canvas where the past and present collide.
Is Kodak still a business? Did they go out of business?
In a dizzying swirl of colors, sounds, and smells.
Robert Brownie Jr.
Just like half of one.
No, you eat one. You eat 2. Oh man, that's awesome.
As you weave through the bustling labyrinth, you're enveloped in a sensory overload. Vendors shouting out their wares and a riot of traditional textiles begging for your attention.
Wow, her husband made this from his hands. I love having little trinkets on my desk wherever I go to work. I have something for every country I've been to.
Each stall is a snapshot of Colombian culture, bursting with handcrafted jewelry, quirky trinkets, and tantalizing local treats.
Some watches over here, some hats. There's a lot of coca here. We have a cocoa tea. This is a tincture. It's a concentrated form of the tea. Maybe we try this one. ¿Cuántos?
Es 60. About 40.
No, I don't want to haggle them. Muchísimas gracias. Igual. We saved a little. The producer here, Jason Sikorsky, wanted me to haggle a little bit. There's a time and place to haggle. Like sometimes I don't like to just like take margin off, but you know,
margin hasn't 3 times more than what we already paid.
Okay, all right.
60, 25. He learned.
The Tarkus Pharmalab is a GMP-certified operation strategically located in a top industrial free trade zone right outside of Bogota.
So we're in the mountains outside of Bogota,
Yes, North Bogota.
north of Bogota.
This is the office floor of the lab. All the team, you can see them working. So
Diligently working, making
Yeah.
a lot of sales.
Exactly. Sales, purchasing, logistics, quality, product development, plant, regulatory. So everybody is here.
And you guys are selling into how many markets right now?
So currently we are mainly focused on Brazil, that's our top market, but we also work for Europe, Australia, and some Latin American countries, depending on the regulatory landscape of each country.
And at Tarkus, it's an extract-only company, is that right?
Yes, so we decided to focus on the extraction part because there is a lot of people growing plants, as we are a pharma lab with all the GMP, quality, control, and things like that. We can add real value to what it is already on the market in Colombia and in Latin America. So we go to full spectrum, broad spectrum, we do distillates or like raw material, and we can mix that and sell blends in the bulk, or we can go to the droppers. We can have different
Wow.
size of droppers and different flavor, different composition of the dropper depending on what the market needs and the customers, because we do a lot of tailor-made products for different customers, like B2B customers or B2C.
They live by their values, walking the talk and being passionate about co-creating. If you are seeking a strategic supply chain partner in Colombia, look no further.
So the packaging just goes right to the wall.
Got right through the wall.
That is
And that
so
area,
cool.
that area is ISO 8, this is ISO 9, and in this little space you have extraction. Basically, you need this guy in order to comply. This guy is extracting air, so you
Really?
don't get the mixing of the different types of air in the different rooms.
Wow, this is fascinating, like how much goes into a GMP facility.
Right now we have a little bit of a mess because we're receiving this new equipment.
What's this guy here? This is your next toy you're gonna set
Yeah,
up?
this
This
is
looks
a-
amazing, dude.
This is a bottling machine. We just got certified with Brazil, and Brazil asked us to automate the entire bottling process.
Wow.
Right now it's semi-automatic, so we are bringing this guy in to make it fully automatic.
We're going up. I don't know if our cameras are gonna be able to make it up here.
In GMP, the idea is in GMP the product can never come back. It has to always flow in the same direction.
Really?
So if you bring flour, it's being produced, boom, boom, but it can never come back to a previous process.
Huh,
Right?
that makes sense. It's just like monkey bars. All right, you guys need me to grab anything? All right, I got you.
In Colombia, coffee is more than just an export. It's a conduit for connection, a medium through which the culture flows. Friends gather, stories are shared, deals are made, all over a steaming cup of café tinto. From the fruity, floral notes of high-altitude beans to the deep, chocolatey undertones of those grown in lower regions. It's a reminder as well that sometimes the simplest pleasures in life, a good cup of coffee, a shared conversation, are the most profound. To Colombia, to its coffee, salud. Bogota, where the altitude is high, the flavors are even higher, and don't even get me started how high my film crew is. Today, we're diving into the world of local fruits. And trust me, this is no ordinary ensalada de frutas. Ever since I was a little boy, I was always an adventurous eater. And stepping into the largest fruit market in Bogota was a dream come true for little Nicky. Here, in the bustling markets, you'll find a small, unassuming fruit known as Chantaduro. It's said to be an aphrodisiac, a promise of passion wrapped in a vibrant orange skin. The taste is a curious mix of sweet and savory, with a slight hint of nuttiness. In this city of life and color, Chantaduro is more than just a fruit. It's a connection to the earth, a symbol of love and vitality. In Bogota, fruit isn't just food, it's an experience. One bite, everyone knows the rules, and you're hooked. Trust me, you won't want to leave. Here's to the unexpected, the unfamiliar, and the unforgettable. As we delve deeper into Tarkus, we witness firsthand the indomitable spirit of its people. Passionate, determined, co-creating a future where Colombian cannabis can shine on the global stage.
Sergio, what is your background? How does someone get into this business?
I moved to Colombia with Accenture, with a consulting firm, to do business strategy. And as my career evolved, I knew that I wanted to be an entrepreneur. I wanted to build my own company. And I partnered up with two of my good friends here in Colombia. And we decided that this was a huge opportunity. And my role was putting everything together and building the company from the ground up. Brazil cannot produce inside of the Brazilian territory. They have to import the cannabis products. We're strategically positioned from Colombia to supply for the Brazilian market. Right now, our main competitor in Brazil is European companies that are more expensive to produce than us. So what we have here is a facility that complies with the pharmaceutical regulation in Brazil. It's closer geographically to Brazil, so we're strategically positioned to tackle the pharmaceutical cannabis market from here.
And what about the different product lines? Let's say Brazil versus Germany. Do you find kind of trends on the different products?
Yeah, so Brazil is more focused on CBD products at the moment, mostly because Brazil is the market in Brazil, the demand is generated by the doctors. Now Europe, with the legalization in Germany, we see a lot more demand in THC. Our value proposition for the European market is really high quality THC distillates that comply with German regulation. And our value proposition for Brazil is pharmaceutical-grade CBD products that the doctors can prescribe. So I think that's the main difference.
Would you say you're the #1 exporter of extracts from Colombia?
I would say that in the Colombian market, we're the #1 pharmaceutical facility. We don't have the largest capacity or the largest volumes, but we tackle the highly regulated markets. I think our facility is able to enter markets that our competitors can, and that's really how we differentiate. This is supply of air, and we guarantee 20 changes of air per hour.
Wow.
So every hour, the entire air in this area is changing 20 times.
Super fresh.
Super fresh.
Clean.
Air, clean air. We have 2 rooms that are exactly the same, with the same cabin. This is the one for sampling. That sample is going to go to a third-party quality control lab. The third-party lab is going to analyze. It's usually going to take 3 to 5 business days while they send their results back. During that time, the product that came in is going to wait in a quarantine position until it's approved. And once it's approved by quality control, it comes in the lab again for production.
And correct me if I'm wrong, Sergio, but all of this is dictated by the market you're exporting into.
Yeah.
Brazil, Germany, they're going to have different SOPs.
Well, not really. I mean, this is dictated by GMPs. So here what we're following is the GMP rules of the World Health Organization to produce for Europe or Brazil or Australia or any country that you want to register a product under a pharmaceutical regulation. This is where we prepare the formulas. We can go into that room as well. When we have a formula, we're going to mix the formula here. So when a client asks for a 5% CBD in MCT with mint flavor and vitamin E. This is where we prepare it.
With mint flavor.
There is a lot of demand for the oils with mint flavor.
Really?
Because the CBD usually tastes a little bit strong, so they put either orange flavor or mint flavor. And once the mixture is ready, it's ready to go into the bottling line over there.
They are efficient and organized. Everyone has its purpose, and every process has been methodically designed. Parque 93, or Park 93, is located in the heart of this bustling metropolis, offering a tranquil escape from the city's fast-moving pace. From early morning joggers and yoga enthusiasts to families enjoying a leisurely picnic, you can really feel the city's pulse and tranquility all at the same time. Time for a third cup of coffee with local entrepreneur Rosa Puentes. Rosa has advised several Colombian cannabis companies, including Tarkus. I'm eager to learn more about the market through her firsthand experience.
She said that the chocolate one is from today.
Okay.
So
the
it's
chocolate
super
one.
fresh.
Yeah.
If you want, you can order it. I don't know if my stomach can handle.
What is happening in Bogota? It's so hot right now. I thought it was going to be freezing here.
Bogota was used to be a very rainy town, but it's just, I guess, climate change. We are running out of water, we are on drought, we've been having 24-hour cutoff of water. You know, we've been in this same exact spot
Really?
some other time, so I know we'll make it. It's been really interesting to understand how it's evolving. Also somehow really sad because it's not evolving as high speed we would like it to be.
Is the market hurting right now?
The market is really hurting. It's not easy at all just to go out to the world with a Colombian product and try to build a reputation. Although we have it, we have amazing facilities, pharma grade. We have also great organic cultivation, crop sites. We just have to be known. And
well, that is why we're here. Right? Grow World is here to help educate the world on how cannabis is functioning and set up here in Colombia. All the stereotypes and the history tainted the perspective of what it's really like.
Yeah.
And it's pharma grade. It's GMP. It's some of the most advanced facilities.
Yeah.
Some of the most seasoned entrepreneurs I've ever met before.
Yeah. It's amazing actually. Of course it has to change more and we have to educate people more. So I think there's a whole education.
There's a gap of that education. It's just missing.
A whole gap.
Especially in Spanish, right? Because there's a fair amount of content in English, but for the Spanish-speaking audiences out there.
Since the internal markets aren't that big here in Latin America, of course we have even less information because it's not really shared. So there's not open communication and education about this. And if you don't do that, then the consumer is going to be afraid. They don't know what to look into. They don't know what a COA is. Like my friends, my age, that they are open to try, like at least to talk about it. They don't know. I have to explain them that we have a cannabinoid system, that our body is prepared to receive the substances. You just have to be careful in the dosage.
Always check the dosage.
Always check the dosage.
Start low and go slow.
And go slow. Just try it. Just take it home. And if anything bad happens, you just go to sleep.
Whether it's Tarkus, Bogota, or its people, there is no competing in this race of business or life without water. Amidst their challenges, there are glimmers of hope and moments of triumph. And then, as if scripted by fate, the skies darken and the rain begins to fall. The parched earth drinks deeply, and Bogota breathes a collective sigh of relief. In this moment, the city's spirit is renewed, and we are reminded that even in the harshest droughts, there is always the promise of revival. Until next time, my friends, keep exploring, keep discovering, and stay curious.